Topic 6. Polynomials. Solving cubic equations. We are using the Solve Cubic Equations bullet point on the syllabus. The general form of cubic expansions. So previously on polynomials, I mentioned how x add a times x add b is equal to x squared add a add bx add ab. So for cubic equations, you're also multiplying x add a and x add b by x add c. So when multiplying it all out, you will get a general algebraic term of x cubed add a add b add c x squared add ab add bc add ac x add abc. And to find the roots, you have to break down the constant abc into its simplest factors. So for example, solve for x cubed minus 31x minus 30 is equal to 0. Step 1, you've got to find potential roots. So as previously mentioned, you find the constant abc, which here is minus 30. You then break it down into its simplest form. So you divide by 2, which is a factor, into 15. Divide by 3, which is a factor. And then even though 5 is a prime number, you've then got to break it down into 5 and 1. So the factors that make up 30 are 1 times 2 times 3 times 5. The product of the roots would be add on minus 1, add on minus 2, add on minus 3, and add on minus 5. However, when you multiply 2 by 3, you can get 6. So any multiplication you can make with these numbers could also be the roots. Now this can be very confusing, but just know that the roots will be either a product of the simple roots, or it will be one of these. So it will be in that range. So step 2, this is optional. You have to fill out any missing exponents. So the original had x cubed minus 31x minus 30. So the exponent power goes down as you go from left to right. So you had 3 to the power of 1 and to the power of 0. And you were missing a power of 2. So as in my previous polynomial videos, you insert a 0 for a coefficient of that power of x, so that anything multiplied by that power will then be equal to nothing. So you put a constant a in front of the entire thing. You use the general term. And x cubed has no exponent here. It would have one if you were having a if a was not equal to 1, the coefficient in front of x cubed would be visible, I suppose. So x cubed has no exponent, therefore a is equal to 1. Step 3, find numbers for which p of x is equal to 0. So just substitute in numbers until you get 0. So here I substituted in 1 to get minus 60. I then substituted in minus 1 and I got 0. Thus minus 1 is a root and x add 1 is a factor. So also, as I mentioned in previous videos, use long division as the easiest way. So you divide and then eventually you get x add 1 is x add 1 times x squared minus x minus 30 is x cubed minus 31x minus 30. You then break this this factor down into linear factors to get x add 1, x add 5, x minus 6. So x's roots are minus 1, minus 5, or 6.